Hello, welcome. This is Blockchain Bloom, the blockchain educator. I'm Metal Opinion, and today I'm going to talk about that which Bitcoin address is the safest. And Willy Woo had an argument why the latest version of Bitcoin addresses, Taproot, is not the safest, and where we should store our Bitcoin now, which address we should choose. Let's talk about that. All right, then we should also talk about that. The government shutdown could really finish this week. Also, we have Canary XRP ETF likely to start trading this week, maybe already tomorrow. And we have Lawmakers just released a much-awaited crypto market structure bill. So guys, all this in today's video. And don't forget, every single day, I'm bringing you the freshest cryptocurrency and blockchain news here on Blockchain Bloom to keep you up to date. So if that's important, simply just subscribe to this YouTube channel, hit the like button if you like this kind of content. And now let's do it. All right, let me share the screen where we can see the prices. Okay, let's zoom in, out, in, out, in, out. Okay, that will do it. So Bitcoin is actually a tiny little bit down, 0.3% the last 24 hours. With this, 104,729 US dollar. Ethereum almost 2% down in the last 24 hours, 3,495 US dollars, not moving much. DCR is up 20%, Canton up almost 18%, Aster 8%. So these are the top gainers in the top 100. Among the losers, Trump went down 7%, Arbitrum 5%, and Double Zero down 4%. And when we're looking at the Bitcoin candlestick chart, we can see that actually we are since October in a downtrend here on the daily. And as you can see, we continuously forming lower lows and lower highs. And yesterday we tried again, but as you can see exactly from this trend line, we were rejected. And if this continues, then when we're looking at here on the weekly, sooner or later we can go under this 50 moving average, which is very, very important on the weekly, because every single time we went under it, closed under it, we were in trouble for a while, and it put us in a bearish situation. So this is what definitely should watch. Right now we above it, and it could happen that this is the bottom. Of course, why not? And then we continue to go up. Then I personally really would like to see something that, breaking above 116, 17,000, stay above it, and then go for a new all-time high. But as you can see, now we continuously downtrend. We didn't come out of it, so we should definitely keep an eye on this one. When we're looking at the mood on the market, fear and greed index at 24, so we are still in the extreme fear. Okay, and now let's move on to the first topic, and the first topic is all about that which Bitcoin address is right now the safest to keep your Bitcoin on. And I chose this topic because Willy Woo had here an argument, mainly because of the quantum computers coming in the future. And he's actually saying that the transfer of one's Bitcoin to SegWit compatible address and holding the Bitcoin there until quantum safe protocol is developed. So he's saying that SegWit is right now the safest. SegWit or segregated witness is the Bitcoin protocol upgrade that was implemented back in 2017 in August. And Wu argues that quantum computers can discern a private key from the public key. And present day Taproot addresses embed the public key into the address, making them vulnerable to quantum computers, while the SegWit hides the public key until the transaction is logged. In the past, it was about protecting your private key, your seed phrase, basically. In the age of big, scary quantum computers that are coming, you need to protect your public key also. This is what he's saying. And of course, this is not the solution really, because you know, here Charles Edwards is saying that SegWit is not a protection model. We need to upgrade the network ASAP. So bottom line is, yes, it's not the total solution, but if you just think about it, that when you're using the taproot address, your public key, it's not hidden, and you know, in the future, if quantum computers can you know, get your private key from your public key, this would put kind of you know, better protection, but it's still not the solution. So the network has to be quantum resistance. This is very, very important. I do remember in this year when I was in Vegas at the Bitcoin conference, also their experts were saying that the SegWit is right now probably the safest address to store your Bitcoin for long term at the moment. When you're looking at different addresses, you have the legacy address, you know, the original one. It starts at the number 1 with the, as you can see it here. You have the pay to script hash, which is starts with number 3. You have the MATIC SegWit. This is what we're talking about, which is BC1Q. And then we have here the taproot, which is the latest, by the way. But this is the one which I was talking about. This is with the BC1P. Okay, so this is what we right now aiming for. This is what experts are actually saying. Hope that was useful for you guys. Okay, and now let's move to the next topic, which is all about the government shutdown, which probably going to end this week. All right, so the US Senate has officially passed the CR to end the Democrats' shutdown, sending the bill back to the House. So the House is expected to vote on it Wednesday night, so tonight, and then send it to the president's desk. Then the government will finally reopen. So it looks like it's a big chance it's going to happening today, tomorrow. For November on Polymarket, you can see on November 12th is 53%, November 13th, which would be tomorrow, it's going to be 40%. So in these 2 days, and then finally we will get data what we're not getting for 40 plus days, and we can make decisions depending on the data. Right now, when we're looking at the chances at the next FOMC meeting for rate cuts, is decreased to 93% in the last week or so. It was actually much higher. So let's see. But if you know bad data is coming out, then they're forced to kind of cut rates. When we're looking at the inflows into Bitcoin spot ETFs after many days of outflows, yesterday we had $524 million Ethereum. We had rather outflows, and Solana is the one which has tied a little bit, but small inflows continuously. So no outflows so far. Okay, next topic. We had this Solana new ETF, and now likely this week the XRP ETF is also coming. So we have Canary XRP ETF likely to start trading this week, you know, after SEC filling. So it's probably going to happening tomorrow on Thursday. So it's very likely, and also according to Eric Balchunas here. So it could really start now that more and more crypto ETFs, spot ETFs are coming out, and this could also boost the market in the next couple of months, according to some theories. But I still saying that I still would like to see the market getting stronger, and first start with Bitcoin here, which is in the downtrend and couldn't come out of it yet. But you know, when we zoom out and you looking, you know, here on the weekly or the monthly, okay, we are in uptrend. But right now, either we have now the top, and then, you know, we're going down, and then of course sooner or later we're coming back. No worries about that. Or this is now the bottom, and the bull market can continue. We're going to see it. Nobody knows for sure. Right, and finally, let's talk about that Lawmakers just released the much-awaited crypto market structure bill. So, This is also very important for the crypto market because now lawmakers just released a much awaited crypto market structure bill. Their draft includes the provision that would give a favorable regulatory status to tokens such as Bitcoin and Ether. Also, the text also calls for the CFTC to have more control over regulating the crypto industry. However, clear guidelines on regulating decentralized finance are largely absent from the lawmakers' draft. So, of course, it's not perfect, but this is so far just a bill, just a draft, and we see how it will go. But this would be a definitely important part in the United States to make crypto not just legal, but because it is, but give a framework, a legal framework, how to do crypto, basically. And guys, if you would like to participate in the Bybit EU game, where you can win iPhones, Rolex, or USDC airdrops, then simply just use the link under this video. And because here, where we are in Europe, we really need an exchange which has a MiCA license, especially where I am in Hungary. And Bybit EU has the MiCA license. And also now, if you sign up, do the KYC, put at least $100 on it. Keep the deposit at least for 7 days. Do one trade or use the Bybit card, because you actually can get now EU Bybit card. It's very, very important and quite useful. It's an extra opportunity, so feel free to participate. Link is under this video. And guys, that's it for today. Don't forget, every single day I bring you the freshest cryptocurrency and blockchain news here on Blockchain to keep you up to date. So that's important. Simply just subscribe to this YouTube channel, hit the like button if you like this kind of content, and see you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.